I used to live in Portland, Oregon for about 6 years. Can I just kill this mic? Hello? Hello? Boom, back. What? And I used to go up to the Washington State Peninsula in this town called Port Townsend, and we do these workshops. And this one week I was doing workshops with middle schoolers, and they had all the teachers like share their art with the kids. And so at the start of it all, I did like a miniature set. And this poem that I'm about to do, there's like all this crazy fanciful language all in it. And one of the moms who was there like helping out, she approached the director of the program later, and I was informed that she thought that poem was all about shooting up heroin and advocating the usage of said heroin to these young, impressionable 12-year-olds. And me being a person who's never even had a fucking beer was like, okay, yeah, I don't know, no. I mean, like, that thought never crossed my mind. I guess, like, there's all this weird, trippy stuff in it. If you want to go there, fine. But I think that, like, even if I was, like, consumed with this addiction for, like, sticking needles in my arm, that if I was teaching kids, like, if I was, like, upstanding enough to teach kids about poetry, that I probably wouldn't be like, hey, kids, you like poetry? There's something you're really gonna like. Getting high on that junk. Put it in your body, you'll feel real good. Life is yours. I was like, what? So, I'm gonna do this poem, and when it gets to the part where you guys will probably be like, ah, that's the part that leads always about heroin. Even though it'll be the serious part of the poem. And y'all will have ruined it by asking me to tell you this story beforehand. Shame. Let's do the wave. That was much better. All right, we'll do it again later on the night. This is called Galumf Deez Nuts. Galumf Deez spines, shoulders, and collarbones of mine. In my underwear, I write poetry. Two-headed poetry. Three-legged poetry. Poetry with 10 spigots and no training wheels. There are flames airbrushed across my back, and I have bare feet. I have bare feet. Feet. Speak up, I walk with sticks in my ears and I'm filling twigs with sentences, filing my nails down with memories. My love, it can shave diamonds. Scientists speculate over. I come from the moon. Neil and Buzz and that third guy, they walked across my tummy. I giggled and a spoonful of cherub tasted like cherries and wallabies. I write 2 underwear poems. My poems take off both underwears and it's naked around the candelabra in the living room. I am writing wrist and rubber bands on the back of the belly's bathtub, pressing my lips to the shower curtain. I whisper, the goat man is in the woods dancing. The chupacabra, the bookman, the golden nugget. There is a cloud splintering like a kneecap inside of my leg. Buy me pants, mother. Buy me a hat. There are moths in my shoulders. I am shaking. I am full of love. I was full of love. I carved out pear-shaped slices of it and fed 1,000,000 tired ankles. God sat on my shoulder like a cricket. I swatted a bee like a father's advice and asked for it again. Where can I go when every bridge has wheels running alongside its bottom? But I write poems with no training wheels. I write my skull like it was a color I was picking up and examining inside of my hands for the very first time. Standing at the corner of Central Park East and 63rd Street, I hold an imaginary football like a small child. Stand 2 inches in front of a yellow wall and scream directly into the wall's bricks, "Go deep!" As I fling the pigskin against the wall, I try to catch my childhood bouncing back at me. Go deep! I am a 3-headed galump, a blue giraffe, a water fountain on the moon. Catch me, carbon. Catch me, galump. Catch me, galump catcher. Catch me, Lord. Hold me like a bowl, like how the clouds hold the moon of this rooftop of this city in my memories. In my veins there was a lonely mermaid, murmuring all day long. She sings, he sings, such beautiful songs. Her throat is a girl I once knew. Her nose of silver. Her backbone is a plum. Her backbone is a plum. And should you go and the snows fall, I will write your name in them. Catch a bird, kiss it, and let it go. Let us take a sack of spray paint and spray paint over the paintings. Let us dance through Paris, kiss in the shadow of the Louvre, break its windows and crawl inside to scrawl manifestos over the canvases, write Morse code on the sculptures, roll a sleeping bag on the floor to sleep inside of, tell one another a story by flashlight. Unearth everything from before, bury each other inside the other, feed grapes to the ants, light fireworks in the fists of sleeping kings, kill a monarch, break back outside, find a wall to do all these same things, two up and upon against, break the bricks, climb over them, and when the sirens scream, laugh loud, hold my hand, and run fast. Run through these streets with me with a bunch of bottles, a bucket of gasoline, a mouthful of matches, and a pocket full of paintings, and a fresh-faced batch of policemen to chase the fires that we are lighting with a laugh and a shoulder of gold, and the thought that the museums are simply cemeteries where the dead pay the walls to hold what we have so we can walk through what we once were, where children take their skulls to turn into gardens, to pluck for far fathers and farther stars, and on some nights resemble an armless mother praying for her arms back, and on others resemble the cold stones we tear from our jaws to fling at the black-gloved riot soldiers, where every giggle is filled with lust. Let us laugh this night away, and I will fuck you like you were a prayer that could save me by having my mouth around you, and I will hold you afterwards like you were the pulpit and I was the sky, and this love that danced between that hardness was that telephone line of holiness that those two things spoke through. Take me into your heart like I was a saint and you were a face of forgiveness, blooming in a valley destined to sink further. Be a river with me, be the storm, the front porch, the bend in the path, the heat in the south, the heat in the boot. Be a boot full of banjo strings, a fistful of written songs, a mouthful of chocolate dust. When they come to take us, stab them between the eyes. Do not take your hand from around mine. Make a fist with the other and punch spines like guilt. Spit, swear, kiss them like a grandmother. Howl, open mouth, terror, love filled. And when they come to cut our hair, to tie us down, to ask to hear penance come from inside of us, you say with me loud and trembling, but loud and clear, I have already emptied myself. I have emptied myself. I kissed regret goodbye, took the hands of another backwards angel and rode backwards into the rain, watching our footsteps gallop away behind us. When the hangman of tomorrow comes to hang the sun in its daily execution, say this with me, Sarah. We are apples. And our love, it is an arrow. I am unbuttoning my shirt, painting a circle over my heart. Please, just shoot straight. Thank you.